Welcome to Church Office Online's Contributions Batch Feature video tutorial. Church Office Online has added a new batch feature in Contributions. Now, batch processing has a number of benefits. The first and greatest benefit is that it is good accounting practice. Contribution totals are added up with a calculator before volunteers enter the contributions into the church management software. Then the total from the calculator needs to match the total of the batch to ensure all contributions were entered and accounted for. Secondly, it differentiates same-day collections. Batch processing provides an easy way for you to enter contributions to a specific group or batch. This differentiates batch processing from processing by date. If you have more than one service per day, it will allow you to differentiate contributions per service or event, such as a early morning Sunday service or a contemporary service batch, as well as an evening service batch. Thirdly, you can customize batch names. You can customize batch names so that they can easily be understood by those entering contributions for a given service or event. Fourthly, it allows for later date entries. This allows you to enter and edit contributions to a specific batch at a later date. Batch contribution processing can be carried out at any time or day. It is particularly suited to an end-of-cycle processing, such as for processing reports at the end of a service or event for contributions collected. Fifthly, you can produce reports for the selected batch. The report will include name of the batch, date, batch total, current total, individuals' names, category, amounts, and anonymous cash-only amounts. And finally, it allows you to create, edit, or delete a batch. Setting up and using the batch feature for your church is easy. Step 1. First, you need to set up a batch. To do that, just simply go to Contributions in your program, go to the Contributions column, and select Manage Batches at the bottom of that. Before you enter a new batch or your first batch, you'll want to determine what name you will be giving to the batches and then create each one when needed by going to this feature in your contribution section of your program to manage batches, and then you can also access it later on in your program by using the Create Batch link that's located next to the batch window when entering contributions. Now, after giving the batch a name, you'll want to also include a batch total. Let's first of all click and enter the name. Typically, you want to enter a name for the contribution of a particular service, which can be understood by those in your church. In this particular instance, we're going to enter a name of a service that takes place later on in the day, a PM service. We're going to also enter the amount of money that was collected from the offering plates, and that becomes our batch total. Then all you have to do is click to update that, and that will be saved to this. Notice there was one earlier done in September 15th and others as well. Now, once you've done that, then it will place into a selection field within contributions for individuals as well as for envelope offerings and also for anonymous contributions as well. Now, step 2. All you need to do in this step is to then go to Contributions, select Add Individual Contributions. Much like our contributions feature before, we now have added a batch field, and all you simply have to do is select the field, the contribution batch time or service that you'll want to enter in. Notice that the batch total also indicates that $3,456 had been calculated by the volunteers as to the money that's been collected, and now you're going to be entering individual or envelope or anonymous contributions, which as you enter will change the current total until it finally matches your batch total. And that is an excellent way in order for you to make sure that all contributions are accounted for. Next, simply have to do what you previously are probably already aware of, and that is by entering the date and the name. We'll be entering the category, the method, and the amount. Once you do that, all you need to do is add contribution. The same would be true for in adding envelope. You'll also see that the batch command is here. All you need to do is enter that, the date, an envelope number, and then the amount. This time we'll say that was a check, followed by the amount, and then add contribution. And then the same is true also, as I shared with you, with managing anonymous contributions. And those are cash contributions by individuals or groups of individuals whose names are not recorded in your program for whatever purpose or reason. And so again, we just select date here, or select a category of the an amount, include an amount in here. Now, and then select a batch. Now I want you to follow along here with me, if you will. If you see the batch total here is $3,456. Current total is $699. And when I add anonymous contributions, that amount there will change, as it does anytime you enter a contribution or any other amounts or envelopes. Now, the program also comes equipped with the ability not only to create batches and also to enter individual envelope or anonymous contributions to those batches, but it also allows you the opportunity to also edit a batch. Editing a batch is simple and similar to what you already know. All you have to do is go to Contributions, go to Manage Individuals, and this allows you to select now by a batch number. So if you want to, you can select for the PM batches, you can filter that, and it will display those batches that were created during that period. In fact, I forgot to put in the date range, excuse me here. So let's do that, and now collect filter, and you see those instantly appear on the screen here. And then if you want to correct any of these individual ones, then all you have to do is simply click the row. It also gives you an opportunity to change all these different methods, as well as the batch itself. If in fact you say assigned a contribution particular batch when it should have been assigned to a different one. So that's how you can edit contributions that you've entered, but you can also not only edit contributions you've entered, but you can also edit the batch itself simply by going to contributions and going manage batches. So the very thing that was used to create a batch, you can now also edit, and you can delete a batch as well. Now I'd like to just give out a stern warning about deleting batches, in that if you delete a batch, it will delete all contribution entries for that batch, and there is no way to recover contributions that are deleted, so you'll have to re-enter them if you do so. Now you will be given a warning if you select a batch to delete. So for instance, if I click delete here, you'll receive in your screen the warning that are you sure you want to do this? And so we're going to cancel that because we don't want to, but we can also edit it if we want. We can edit the name of it. We can also edit the batch total if the original batch total was off. So we're going to just cancel out of this. The next final thing I want to acquaint you with is the report process. Reporting for batch contributions couldn't be any easier. All you do is go to Reports, go to Contribution Reports, and down here you'll see contribution batches. All you have to simply do in this is you don't have to worry about dates, you don't have to worry about anything other than just simply entering selecting the batch itself, and then just hit Preview Report. This is a report you would use to give to your financial person making deposits to confirm. Again, it will indicate the contributions, the name of the report, the actual batch name that you gave it, 09/15/2013 PM, the date it was created, the batch total, and the current total, as well as contribution dates for those entries, the contributors, the contribution amount, the contribution categories, as well as the total for that. So that's our new batch feature for contributions, and I encourage you that if you have any questions, please contact support at Church Office Online. Thank you.